Disclaimer: this podcast is for educational purposes only. It is not medical advice, and it is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before starting or changing any health protocol. Today we are going to explore the fascinating world of B-Defensis peptides. These are a unique category of peptides designed to support the body's immune defense system, with potential roles in maintaining resilience, balance, and overall wellness. To fully appreciate what makes B-Defensis interesting, we should first step back and talk about what peptides are and why the immune system is such a critical target for peptide research. Peptides are short chains of amino acids, the basic building blocks of proteins. While proteins are larger and more complex, peptides are small enough to act as signaling molecules in the body. They can bind to receptors, send messages, and trigger very specific biological responses. That makes them powerful tools for researchers and potential therapies. B-Defensis peptides in particular are being studied for their ability to influence immune activity, modulate inflammation, and possibly help the body adapt to environmental stressors. The immune system is a remarkable defense network. It detects invaders like bacteria, viruses, and fungi, and also maintains internal balance. It must be strong enough to respond quickly to threats but controlled enough to avoid overreacting, which can lead to inflammation or autoimmune issues. B-Defensis peptides are thought to interact with these immune pathways in subtle but meaningful ways. When you think of immune modulation, you might imagine flipping a switch on or off. But in reality, the immune system is more like a soundboard in a recording studio. There are dozens of sliders that adjust volume up or down. Peptides like B-Defensis may not mute or amplify everything, but instead fine-tune the response, making sure the system is balanced. Researchers have been investigating how B-Defensis peptides influence cytokines, which are signaling proteins that guide immune cells. For example, when the body faces a pathogen, cytokines can tell immune cells to activate, replicate, and go fight the invader. But if cytokines remain too active, inflammation can persist long after the threat is gone. B-Defensis peptides appear to help temper that overreaction, keeping the immune system alert but not overzealous. There's also interest in how these peptides may affect the gut microbiome. The gut is home to trillions of microbes that constantly interact with immune cells. A healthy gut environment communicates safety signals to the immune system, while imbalance can trigger unnecessary alarm. Some preliminary studies suggest B-Defensis peptides may encourage a healthy gut environment, indirectly supporting immune stability. Another point of exploration is skin health. The skin is our first line of defense against the outside world, and it contains immune cells that guard against pathogens. Early experiments have looked at whether B-Defensis peptides could play a role in supporting the skin barrier, helping reduce sensitivity, redness, or irritation. If peptides can signal skin cells to strengthen their defenses, that opens new possibilities for dermatological wellness. It's also worth discussing the concept of immune resilience. Life constantly throws stressors at us, from seasonal changes to travel, to shifts in sleep or diet. The immune system must adapt. B-Defensis peptides are being explored as adaptogenic-like agents, possibly helping the body maintain its natural defenses in the face of those fluctuations. Some scientists propose that B-Defensis peptides could work synergistically with other supportive compounds. Imagine combining them with antioxidants, vitamins, or probiotics. The theory is that a peptide could help direct the immune system while other compounds provide raw materials for defense. It's a holistic vision, where peptides act like a conductor guiding the orchestra. In addition to immune modulation, researchers are curious about the peptide's role in reducing oxidative stress. Oxidative stress occurs when unstable molecules called free radicals build up faster than the body can neutralize them. This process contributes to aging, tissue damage, and reduced immune efficiency. If B-Defensis peptides can help manage oxidative stress, that could expand their potential benefits beyond immunity. Another fascinating area is the possibility of tissue repair. When tissues are damaged, the immune system cleans up debris and calls in repair crews. But again, balance is key. Too much inflammation slows healing. Too little leaves vulnerabilities. B-Defensis peptides may help strike that balance, accelerating recovery while preventing lingering inflammation. Of course, we need to emphasize that much of this remains in the research stage. Most studies are preclinical, meaning they happen in the lab or in animal models, not in large-scale human trials. The peptide world is full of promise, but it is also full of unknowns. That's why it is important to follow the science cautiously and not overstate claims. One of the exciting aspects of peptides like B-Defensis is their potential versatility. Because they are small molecules that act as messengers, they can be delivered in different ways. Some are studied as injectables, others as topical creams, and some as oral supplements. Delivery method affects stability and absorption, so figuring out how to get the peptide into the body effectively is a big part of ongoing research. As with all peptides, there are safety considerations. The body breaks down peptides into amino acids, which are natural and usually safe. But the way a peptide interacts with signaling pathways can vary. If it calms the immune system too much, for example, you might be less prepared to fight infections. If it stimulates too strongly, there's a risk of overactivation. That's why dosing, timing, and long-term effects need careful study. Let's imagine some real-life scenarios where B-Defensis might one day be applied. Picture someone who experiences frequent seasonal changes and wants immune support. Or someone with occasional skin sensitivity who wants a stronger barrier. Or even someone under chronic stress where the immune system tends to fluctuate. The vision is that peptides like B-Defensis could help smooth out those imbalances. Another question often raised is whether peptides like this could support healthy aging. As we age, the immune system naturally weakens, a process called immunosenescence. This makes older adults more vulnerable to infections and slower to heal. If peptides can help maintain a more youthful immune response, that could be a valuable tool for longevity and quality of life. It is also possible that B-Defensis peptides could find applications in wellness products outside of medicine. Cosmetic and skincare companies are exploring peptides as active ingredients in creams and serums. If these peptides truly support the skin barrier and calm immune overactivity, they could become part of everyday skincare routines. But for now, most of what we know comes from experimental studies and theoretical models. It's important to stay grounded and not assume too much. The immune system is highly complex, and one peptide is unlikely to be a magic bullet. Instead, it's more realistic to see B-Defensis as one piece of a broader puzzle of immune support. Researchers continue to map out exactly how these peptides signal, which receptors they activate, and what downstream effects occur. Each discovery adds a new piece to the picture. Some findings may confirm the potential, while others may reveal limitations. That is the nature of science. So, if you are curious about B-Defensis peptides, the best approach is to stay informed, follow the latest peer-reviewed research, and maintain a healthy skepticism. Science moves carefully, and while the early data are exciting, it will take more time before we know the full story. Disclaimer: this podcast is for educational purposes only. It is not medical advice, and it is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before starting or changing any health protocol. Thanks for listening, keep learning, and stay curious.